Backhand index pointing right, Jesus loves you still, Jesus Christ motivational message, no gap, USA audience. Jesus loves you still is a powerful reminder that your mistakes, failures, disappointments, and broken moments do not erase your value. The teachings of Jesus Christ remind us that many people carry guilt, regret, and emotional pain because they believe they are too damaged, too lost, or too far gone to deserve peace or hope again. You may feel ashamed of your past, disappointed in yourself, or tired from carrying silent struggles inside your heart, but this message reminds you that your difficult moments do not define your entire future. Jesus loves you still at a deeper level means your worth is not destroyed by your failures. This is powerful because now you stop believing that one mistake can erase all possibility for growth, healing, and change. You begin understanding that every person faces struggles, weaknesses, and painful seasons, but those moments can become lessons that build wisdom, resilience, and strength. Jesus loves you still also means you do not have to stay trapped in guilt forever. You can learn from your past without allowing it to control your future. When you live like this, your mindset becomes calmer because you stop punishing yourself endlessly for what cannot be changed. You begin focusing on healing, rebuilding yourself, and becoming stronger step by step. Pain begins teaching you compassion, struggles begin teaching you resilience, and difficult experiences begin shaping your character. So do not believe you are too broken to rise again, do not think your past destroyed your future, keep rebuilding yourself, keep learning from every experience, and keep moving forward, because when you truly understand Jesus loves you still, you realize that every struggle, every mistake, and every painful season can become part of a process that shapes you into someone stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the meaningful future ahead. Backhand index pointing right, Jesus loves you still, Jesus Christ motivational message, Part 2, no gap, USA audience. As you go deeper into this message, you begin to understand something even more powerful. Jesus loves you still is not just about comfort during hard times, it is about realizing that your failures do not cancel your purpose. The teachings of Jesus Christ remind us that many people feel stuck because they constantly replay their mistakes, regrets, and painful memories in their minds. You may feel emotionally exhausted from carrying guilt, disappointed by choices you made, or afraid that your past has ruined your future, but your story is not over. Jesus loves you still at this stage means understanding that growth is still possible no matter how difficult your past has been. This is powerful because now you stop defining yourself only by your worst moments and start focusing on the person you are becoming. You begin realizing that healing takes time, change happens step by step, and strength is often built during the seasons when you feel the weakest. Jesus loves you still also means giving yourself permission to grow instead of staying trapped in self-hatred or hopelessness. When you live like this, your confidence slowly begins returning because you stop punishing yourself endlessly and start rebuilding your life with patience and wisdom. You begin focusing on discipline, healing, and personal growth instead of fear and regret. So do not believe your mistakes made you worthless, do not think your painful past destroyed your future, keep learning, keep rebuilding yourself, and keep moving forward, because when you truly understand Jesus loves you still, you realize that every struggle, every lesson, and every painful season can help shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the future ahead. Backhand index pointing right, Jesus loves you still, Jesus Christ motivational message, Part 3, no gap, USA audience. As you go deeper into this message, you begin to realize something even more powerful. Jesus loves you still is not just about forgiveness, it is about transformation. The teachings of Jesus Christ remind us that painful experiences, failures, and broken moments do not have to define the rest of your life. You may feel emotionally tired from carrying regret, hurt by rejection, or discouraged because of the mistakes you made, but your difficult season is not the end of your story. Jesus loves you still at this stage means your future can still become meaningful even after painful setbacks. This is powerful because now you stop seeing yourself only through guilt and begin focusing on growth, healing, and purpose. You start understanding that every mistake can teach wisdom if you are willing to learn from it instead of staying trapped inside it. Jesus loves you still also means learning to believe in yourself again. even after disappointment and failure. When you live like this, your mindset becomes stronger, your emotions become calmer, and your confidence slowly begins returning. You stop comparing your life with others and begin concentrating on becoming a stronger version of yourself each day. So do not believe your past destroyed your future, do not think your struggles made you unworthy of peace and growth. Keep rebuilding yourself, keep learning from every experience, and keep moving forward, because when you truly understand Jesus loves you still, you realize that every challenge, every painful lesson, and every broken moment can help shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the future ahead. Backhand index pointing right, Jesus loves you still, Jesus Christ Motivational Message, Part 4, No Gap, USA Audience. As you go deeper into this message, you begin to understand something even more powerful. Jesus loves you still is not just about surviving painful seasons, it is about becoming stronger because of them. The teachings of Jesus Christ remind us that pain, rejection, disappointment, and failure can either leave you trapped in hopelessness or push you toward growth and wisdom depending on how you respond. You may have gone through moments where you felt broken inside, where guilt and regret seemed heavier than hope, but those experiences do not have to control the rest of your life. Jesus loves you still at this stage means growth through struggle, understanding that difficult moments can teach resilience, patience, and emotional strength. This is powerful because now you stop seeing yourself only through your pain and start seeing yourself through your potential. You begin making wiser decisions, protecting your peace, and focusing more on healing instead of fear and regret. Jesus loves you still also means discipline, continuing to rebuild yourself even when progress feels slow or unnoticed. When you live like this, your confidence becomes steadier, your thinking becomes clearer, and your future begins to feel meaningful again. So do not let painful seasons convince you that your story is over. Use those moments to rebuild yourself stronger than before, because when you truly understand Jesus loves you still, you realize that every challenge, every hidden tear, and every difficult lesson in your life is helping shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the future ahead. Backhand index pointing right, Jesus loves you still, Jesus Christ Motivational Message, Part 5, Final, No Gap, USA Audience. As you reach the final stage, you begin to understand something truly powerful. Jesus loves you still is not just about comfort during hard times, it is about realizing that your life still has value, purpose, and hope no matter what you have been through. The teachings of Jesus Christ remind us that every painful season you survived, every mistake you learned from, and every silent battle you fought was shaping your strength, your wisdom, and your character. You may still carry memories of regret, disappointment, or emotional pain, but now you are different. You no longer allow those struggles to define your future. Jesus loves you still at this stage means living with resilience, peace, and confidence, understanding that your worth is not destroyed by failure or other people's opinions. This is powerful because now you stop chasing constant approval from others and start focusing on becoming the strongest version of yourself. You become calmer during difficult moments, wiser in your decisions, and more focused on growth instead of fear or hopelessness. Jesus loves you still also means trusting that healing and transformation take time, and that every challenge can become part of your growth if you keep moving forward. When you live like this, your confidence becomes steady, your direction becomes clearer, and your future begins to feel hopeful again. So do not lose faith in yourself during difficult seasons, do not believe your mistakes made you worthless, keep rebuilding yourself, keep learning from every experience, and keep moving forward, because when you truly understand Jesus loves you still, you realize that every struggle, every lesson, and every painful season was helping shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the meaningful future ahead.